time in the apartments, ayy. Gangsta. I damn near had to smoke a J. He knocked on the door, was happening? Hood bitches. Once upon a time in the apartments, ayy.
All right, look. The cast is here. Make some noise. Yes, welcome to the Apartments Private Viewing and Live Q&A. I'm K.Samone of 95.7 Jams. It's an honor to be here with you all today, all right? So listen, without further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce the cast. And if you did not know, this is the T.I.'s directorial debut, all right? Has anyone seen the movie yet? No. Y'all didn't? Okay, good. I'm glad y'all didn't, but you're gonna love it. You're going to love it, all right? T.I. did a phenomenal job. Sure. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and introduce the cast. Let's get our first guest up here, Erica Duchess. She plays Candy Lady. Make some noise for her. Hey, y'all. Hey. Up next, we got K Dubb, Mike the Mechanic. What's going on, guy? Make some noise. I see. I love you. Let's give it up for J Ski Curtis. When he came in, he walked out. He said, "No, y'all gonna give me my round of applause." Okay. All right. Let's give it up for this Birmingham native, Mr. Henry Welch. Make some noise. Right here. What's going on? I'm doing good. How you feeling?
Hey, you graduate. I'm great.
Period. You know what I mean?
Better know it. The great
$6
million man.
Let's see.
Oh, we got seats.
Where we sitting at?
One right here.
Give it up for Nesto, Super J. All right. Hopefully the mechanic is ready now. Let's give it up for K Dubb, who plays Mike the Mechanic. What's going on, you?
You had to go change the radiator.
I'm doing wonderful. And last but not least, you're going to be sitting by me, K Dubb. You're going to be sitting by me. All right. And last but not least, let's give it a round of applause. Stand on your feet for this one, y'all. Y'all got to stand on your feet for this one, okay? They should have been standing on their feet, but y'all got to stand on your feet. Give it up for the homie T.I. Tip is in the building, y'all. All right. How you doing?
Yes, indeed.
All right, so listen, you know we are here for Department's pre-screening. I'm so sorry, my mind is everywhere right now. But we are here for the pre-screening and a live Q&A. But before we kick off the Q&A, we do have WBRC in the building here that's doing the news coverage for our event today. All right, and I'm going to pass it over to James to ask his question because, you know, they got to wrap it up and get everything back on air very quickly.
Okay, now.
Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, Tip. So, from my understanding, you've always supported the city of Birmingham during Magic City Classic. You know, this movie was shot in Atlanta, but you're back here. It's premiered. You know, why do you keep coming back to Birmingham? Why do you always support the city?
I mean, it's full of black people. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, Birmingham is the next door neighbor to Atlanta, and you know, we all have family, friends, loved ones that are closely related, and we all are family. So I don't see why we wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that I represent, the people who supported me throughout my career. So I don't see how it would make sense to continue.
Absolutely. All right, so y'all ready to kick this thing off? Because I'm excited to talk about Departments. All right, we talked about it a little bit earlier on the show, but we're going to go ahead and just jump into it like this. All right, so Departments is a comedy telling the story about the hood from the building's perspective, all right, which is narrated by UTI. Yeah. So, of course, I want to just talk about what was the initial conversation that sparked this idea?
Man, I've always had, I'm sorry, I'm going to wait on the microphone. There you go. I've always had just a genuine interest in telling stories of people that I feel like whose stories don't get told enough. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how trap music was born. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to just speak out on a part of life that I've experienced, other people around me have experienced, but others in the mainstream, you know, entertainment and in media, they might not be as aware or as vocal about it. And I think this is very similar. You know what I'm saying? All us up here got a little Section 8 in us, so you know what I'm saying. We are privy to certain elements of environment that most people might not really be as much aware of. At least when you're talking about, you know, the cookie cutter template of comedy and filmmaking that most places in Hollywood will, you know, accept. So we just want to tell a story that's genuine and authentic to us and speaking a language that only we and our people can understand.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can y'all hear me very well? Because we ain't gotta pass the mic.
I can talk loud too.
You can talk loud because I can just project.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. But
It's all good. Y'all can feel it roll up right here. Everybody can come right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can all.
Screen so big.
It is.
The biggest screen I've seen in my life.
Yes, sir. I'm enjoying that.
Exactly. So I do have a question for the entire cast, right? Because, you know, like Tip said, we all have a little bit of Section 8 in us. We really do. And with that being said, what was the one thing that resonated, without giving us anything of the movie, but what was the one thing that resonated with you all when you looked at the script? What resonated with you for departments and your characters specifically? And this is for everyone.
Well, when I first read the script, I was like, I ain't got a lot of lines. That would resonated with me.
I wasn't even in the script. I found out about it through another person. So I slipped in. I was the miracle right here.
Well, just seeing the word departments, I already knew what it was. So that just gravitated to me easily because that's where I'm from.
But you played a candy lady.
Yeah.
So you got to tell me, what was that, like, how did the candy lady resonate with you though?
It resonated a lot because, like I said, I come from a lifeline of candy ladies, like my aunties, my mom, my grandma.
Generational now.
Fifth generation candy lady.
Yeah, so it was easy. So I stemmed from that and just brought it to the movie. Yeah, it was easy.
Well, me, when I saw all the comedians that was going to be in it, and I like T.I. said, I want you to play the landlord. I'm like, oh, I'm good at that because I know how to hide from the landlord and all that grown up stuff. I know how to do that, so I'm like, I'm going to kill that part. Appreciate you.
The character I played, I've seen a lot of them in my neighborhood. The old school player.
He broke.
He's broke, but he still look like he got money to rent. He done had some money.
How much you had?
A lot of it. He just ain't holding on to a bunch of it. And you know, we come from that environment when the old school players, you know, talk trash and give you a little game. So it was like an easy role for me to play. I've seen it time and time again.
I guess for me, I didn't have anywhere to stay for 14 days, so being homeless, it was always good to have a place to get three meals. No, actually, after just looking into the movie, you'll find out it's not just about a comedy. There's a story there.
There's a message.
There's a message. There is, if you delve into what the movie's about, you will do some history, and you'll find out where not only apartments or projects in Atlanta, but in every city, the same dynamic has happened. So we just happen to be people that put it in a formulated way of comedy, and hopefully you get the message from it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, here's the thing.
That man talk like
I never heard him talk so eloquently.
He was really and pontificating.
Yeah, you know, he went to the UAB library the other day. He was ready for that.
Don't let that hand fool you. Nesto is very intelligent. He went to all kind of colleges, in the Air Army, all kinds of stuff.
Salvation Army.
He just looked like a crackhead.
Y'all play too much. So listen, coming from departments, like growing up and living the struggle. Okay, we all had the struggle. Exactly. You know what I mean? What is that go-to struggle meal for you guys? Like, I know we elevate in life. We really have elevated, and I know, you know, you grow, you elevate.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's always that one meal that's like, you know what? Yeah, I need this right now. What's that struggle meal for y'all?
Wow.
Tuna fish.
I still eat fried bologna with the big bubble.
Chicken salad and Ritz crackers.
Man.
Chicken salad and Ritz
That
crackers.
tuna fish, basically.
Grilled cheese. Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese.
What kind of cheese? Provolone?
It don't matter what kind of cheese you got, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't that old government
Gouda.
cheese that didn't melt. You know what I'm
Gouda
saying?
cheese.
Right?
Yeah. Gouda cheese.
I'm still a cereal guy, even though I can't handle the milk as much as my wife would tell you, but every now and then I go and slip me a couple bowls in there and light the bedroom up.
How can you talk into this? But anyway, for me, it's using using sloppy joes, but also using that same hamburger that's left over to make spaghetti the next day. So never really
That's right.
escape that. You gotta stretch things.
Yeah. That's all right. Yeah.
That's dope. Sloppy Joe hit. I love Sloppy Joe.
Yeah, I ain't had a sloppy joe in a long time.
Right, like,
Sloppy joes are not.
Oh, we got it in the cabinet right now on standby.
About 2 weeks ago. Sloppy Joes and French fries.
We got that in the cabinet right now on standby.
That's my baby boy favorite meal.
That's a hell of a meal.
And it's Sloppy Joe's is
better know it.
okay. All right, so Tip, this one is for you, all right? Departments is your directorial debut, okay? And for this film, after being a part of films such as ATL and Taken, what was your inspiration for getting behind the camera, and what are some toolage that you've learned that you feel will help with your directing in the future?
Okay. Let me see. What did I take from?
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That was a loaded question.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
I've been fortunate enough, man, to be able to work with some phenomenal, skillful directors. You know, from Chris Robinson to Ridley Scott to, you know, just so many, so many directors that I worked with. Mario Van Peebles, and they've all like taught me to pay attention to detail when you're telling the story. You know what I'm saying? And I had the pleasure of mentoring under, being mentored by Robert Townsend, who you know is a legend within his own right, but took the time, you know what I'm saying, just share some, you know, some tidbits of information of how to prepare yourself when you're shooting the scene, and as far as story goes, just, you know, throw those intimate details that kind of answer more to the why. Why is this situation taking place? You know, instead of just, you know, throwing the camera up and delivering lines to the people. So I think those types of things that I've been able to observe. And I've worked with some directors who just send you in there with the script and tell you, you know, just do it. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have a vision for it. Then there are other directors that know exactly what they want from your performance, and they know how to communicate that to you and capture it. And I think, you know, those are the type of directors that I love to work with. So that's the kind of director I hope to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, it was a loaded question, but you answered it.
I appreciate it. I figure we'll get to a point eventually.
And then, hold on. Well, I'm going to pass it right back to you.
No problem.
But, you know, Departments is 100% independent. It's an independent film.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it important why was it important, you know, to be able to fund your own project? Like, why is that important? We have a lot of students out here that want to get into this business, want to get into broadcasting, and I think it's important that they know exactly why it is important to be able to fund your own projects.
I think because you're able to tell the story, you're able to tell the story that you want to tell in the voice that you want to tell it in, without interruption and without having to ask for permission. I think that's, you know, one of the sheer motivations for me to remain and to be so proud to be independent, because I got tired of going with my ideas into rooms full of people outside of the culture that's telling me why I can't say this to the culture, or, you know, how this would or would not work for the culture. And it just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems as though if you walk into a room as, let's say, an aficionado of a certain area of life, it seems like the people in the room would kind of respect you as an expert. instead of telling you, well, I don't think this will work with that, you know, and I just got tired of asking for permission. And myself and DC Young Fly, well, we both was in these rooms together, and we was like, man, we got to take matters into our own hands, and this is the first opportunity we had to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then I'm gonna wrap it up here. But you know, Departments is based.
Wrap it up, then.
So Departments is based on you know, apartment projects in Atlanta. But as Nesto said, you know, it doesn't matter where you come from. We all have those same experiences. We all have our takeaways from living in our apartments or the apartments, you know? So before we get into the premiere, what are some takeaways for all of you all that you want everyone to take away when they watch this movie today and when they watch it on their own time?
You know, don't let people's current financial or social status of a position currently, don't let it define them, and don't let it define you. You know what I mean? You're one great idea away from having it your way and living life in you know, in a more luxurious standard than you could have ever even dreamed for yourself. Don't think that just because you don't have everything you want right now that, you know, you're not as capable or you're not as valuable as others who may, you know, live, you know what I'm saying, more extravagant means. Some people are poor, all they have is money. The true measure of wealth is by, you know, accumulating things that money can't buy. You know what I'm saying? Love, respect, honor, friendship, you know what I'm saying? So I think those are the key elements that I kind of want to, you know, I want people to grab from that. Because we all going through the same thing regardless what kind of house or what kind of environment you're going through it in.
Absolutely. It was for everybody.
Yeah, what I liked about it, it was, even though we was working in some apartments, but there's people like families to us because we was seeing them every day going to work, going to school. So it was just a sense of community, just seeing that good energy that we was working with every day.
Well, for me, what I want everybody to get out the movie is the world that's never lived in apartments. And I know people always just hear about the violence and the killings and stuff. I want people to see the potential, the unity we have, the closeness we have, how we stick together, and you know how we teach one, each one teach one, and stuff like that.
Well, I picked up the same message I always picked up all my life. You respect your environment, and your environment will respect you. That's the coldest thing.
He lying.
I just want people to see the movie and enjoy it for what you see it for. But really, I want people to get a chance to see all the people that y'all never seen before, that's never been in front of your face, that's been grinding for years, see our talent, and see it like Tipton gave all us a platform and introduce us to the world. So you're gonna see some amazing times, you have a good time, you're gonna laugh. Because I learned something in the movie. I'm gonna tell you, I said, damn, I didn't know that. So there's gonna be some of them type of moments in there. But I'm just glad that he gave us this platform to showcase our talent that all has been grinding for years. Now y'all get to see it.
Yes. Absolutely.
There you go.
Last but not least, I would say what I want everybody to take from this movie would be. They start laughing. Oh, okay. I don't want y'all to take a goddamn thing.
That's the Nesto I know. That's the Nesto I know.
They don't want me to be the articulate Nesto. This is just for the camera. That's it. You're joshing me about being articulate. Don't do that.
You're writing cursive.
Okay, here we go. What I want everybody to take from this movie is there is always somebody watching. I've been doing comedy 28 years. I've been doing comedy since I was 28 years. And T.I.'s probably been seeing me doing comedy probably 25 of those years. Never thought that day would come where he would walk up to me and say, hey, it's your turn. So don't worry about just every time I went to the comedy club, I still was focused on one thing, being as funny as I possibly could, no matter who was watching. For sure. Some days I didn't want them to watch, but you know, it wasn't a pretty picture, but still, consistency, day after day. Day after day, no matter what it is, and your day will come. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Round of applause for Thursday morning. Nah, man, listen, I'm extremely proud of this entire cast. I'm extremely proud of, just all of the collaborators, we got my line producer in the building, executive producers in the building. Yeah. Oh, we got Randy in the building, man.
Yeah, what did he do? What did Randy do? What is Randy?
Director of photography and also
that's right. I forgot he did something.
And also he's also a producer. He's our hands-on producer that kind of
Uber driver.
brought everybody together. He had driven the Uber from time to time. He would pick some people up and drop some people off.
Yeah, he picked me up to the set about 3 days.
Get it done,
He dressed like Casey Ray off Ninja Turtles.
Hey man,
too late now. The movie, you can't cut our scenes.
Hey, listen, I'm extremely proud of all of us because we have each of us in our own right have been sitting and like Nestor said, like waiting on somebody to see something in us to put us in a certain position, and we see that all we needed was each other for real. You feel me?
Needed you a little more.
But none of us could have did this on our own, and that's the main thing, myself included. So damn waiting on folk to see, weight broke the bridge, you know what I'm saying? So let's, just figure out how we can all collaborate. If everybody does a little, nobody has to do a lot. We can all, lift a little bit, push a little harder. And in the world today with all that going on, you need to laugh, you know what I'm saying? Sure. You need to find humor in very serious situations to help you, wrap your mind around it and get through it to the next day, to the other side. And with that being said, I want y'all to enjoy the piece. Thank you so much for your time and attention.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Follow me on social media.
Hey, I be whooping that guy right there in chest every time.
You're a movie star.
He ain't beat me yet with that bucket hat on. Vince ain't beat me yet in chest, that guy right there.
What's up, man? I'm just a case, though. If these niggas make a move, you already know. With the Desert Eagle.